What's up, y'all? It's your boy, eBay Fight Predictions, and I'm going to be recapping UFC 258. This is an awesome card, y'all. I loved it, top to bottom. Fun card. Not necessarily, the greatest name value, right? But it is what it is at the end of the day. We saw, a great main event and a fun card, man. But let's get down to it. Y'all know me. I talk about every single fight because I watch every single fight on the card. But yeah, let's talk about Gabe Green versus Philip Rowe. One of my subscribers was really, and I seen him. He didn't say it in my comments, but I seen him on Twitter really, singing the praises of Gabe Green, and I was like, man, Philip Rowe. I was a believer. Man, Gabe Green is tough as hell. I got to give him a lot of credit for that. He is one tough motherfucker, and he went out there. And I regretted picking Philip Rowe. And by the way, I didn't do the best on this card. I went, 5 for 10 on this card, basically 50-50. The main card saved my ass. I did terrible on the prelims, but it is what it is. These fucking dogs were hitting, and you can't be mad at it. Gabe Green got it done, and he looked good, man. He looked good. And then we saw Andre Yule versus Chris Gutierrez. Man, Chris Gutierrez, just separated himself from the pack. That's a guy that might be, fighting some ranked guys. Andre Yule, he takes a step back. I didn't feel too bad for. I just thought Andre was gonna win based on. I'm sorry, y'all. On the fact that he had a training camp for Cody Stamann, but obviously we all now I fucking know why he didn't fight Cody Stamann, because he probably thought he would lose and he wanted to fight another fucking striker. But Chris Gutierrez, oh man, them leg kicks, and when he just started really letting his hands go, he started to dominate, and I was impressed. I was actually really, really happy for him. So, good on him for that. Next fight, Polyana Viana versus Mallory. Come on, Mallory. Come on, man. You do all that talking about you gonna break your opponent, all that, man. Come on, man. But with all due respect, Polyana got it done. Mallory, come on, girl. Oh man, she pulled a Duran, and Duran's her boyfriend, man. Like, oh man, I remember when Duran fought Gerald. Y'all remember that? That shit was that shit was nasty. This was nasty too, man. Polyana just had so many submissions. Obviously, Mallory was super tough. She showed her grit, but she kind of fell in her guard, obviously maybe the fight would have went Polyana if it went standing. She does have knockout power. She did knock out Amanda Ribas a while back, but yeah, man, that shit was disgusting to watch, but it is what it is. One of the only fights I got right on the prelims, Belal Muhammad, he got it done, just dominated Diego Lima, had no respect for any of the power that Lima was throwing, and he just went after him, man, and he wanted to get a finish. He proved why he was the number 13 ranked guy. I've always kind of questioned Belal Muhammad's durability. I've always questioned him as a legitimate, top 15 welterweight. Will he last? But now he just, I think he stamped that, he can hang with those top 15 guys. He does belong there, because he's beating a lot of good guys that are trying to get his spot. But now I'd like to see him fight Li Jilang. Li Jilang, Li Jilang, man, is he a streak destroyer, man? Li, just talking about that matchup, fantasy wise, like Li has beat Zaleski dos Santos, who's on a crazy streak, beat my boy Ponzinibbio that broke my heart. He beat him, and Ponzi was on a crazy streak. Obviously Ponzi had the 2-year layoff, but Zaleski dos Santos doesn't really have an excuse, but that's a great fight, and I've always questioned Belal's durability. And in that matchup, Lee cracks hard, so I feel like that would be the ultimate test to see if his durability does last, or did he get better? Is his defense better and stuff like that? But it is what it is. At the end of the day, Belal got it done. He looked amazing in there. But we go up to the fucking prelim main event: Rodolfo Vieira versus Anthony Hernandez. Oh my God, Rodolfo Vieira, bro, what's going on? Do you not run, my brother? That dude went out there and was a punching bag after 3 minutes. I don't think he knows how to spell cardio. Like, I swear to fucking God, man, good on Anthony Hernandez. I wrestled before, and there's one thing about Mexicans, and I'm not trying to be racist, but man, do they not fucking give up. Like they are built just a little different in wrestling, man. And I remember I wrestled this Mexican kid, and dude, I had it on him. I had it, but he would not give up. Luckily, time ran out, and I ended up getting the dub. But fuck, man, those guys do not give up. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez did not give up in here. A lot of people doubted him. I didn't disrespect him. I said second round submission, obviously. But people were making fun of his nickname, was saying he was fluffy, saying he was going to get smoked by this, buff dude. And for Rodolfo Vera to get submitted, that's crazy. And that is a huge, huge cap on Anthony's fucking feather. Or feather in his cap. I switched it around. But I'm just impressed, I can't be too mad at what Anthony just accomplished. That's heart, grit, and determination right then and there. You can't be mad at it. Rodolfo Vera, that was embarrassing. Him and Philip Rowe took L's today, man. That's crazy. So Fusion XL, man, they gotta keep their heads down, man, today. I don't know, man. Is Rodolfo Vera like trash? I don't think so. I think he's just he's kind of like he's 7-1. He's probably never been in these kind of situations, never dealt with that kind of adversity. So he can make this situation either the reason why he becomes the greatest or the reason why he ends up losing all his fights. It's his choice to what he does with this kind of loss and lesson that, in my humble opinion, Anthony Hernandez gave him. Either he gave him a lesson or he gave him a loss. And when you take a loss, those are hard. But when you take lessons, right, they're both L's, but you take a lesson, you can grow from it. Hey, man, the guy is a talented guy. It's just, what the fuck is going on, man? It's like, dude, obviously, I understand. There is legitimate fatigue when wrestling, when blood start pumping and that lactic acid gets through your arm feels like it weighs like 1,000 pounds and you can't really get it back up. You're just so tired. But fucking, come on, you got to keep your fucking hands up, man. Jacare Souza, there was a certain point in his career where, he had lethal hands. And, yeah, he's gotten knocked out by Kevin Holland recently. But fuck, man. He, one thing about him, and you got to respect it, about Jacare is, man, he had good hands, right? He had good hands. Rodolfo could learn something from his teammate. That's just all my only advice. Anthony Hernandez just looked like a fucking warrior in there. I got a lot of respect for the kid. When he beat Jordan Wright, I seen something really, really special before. It was like the promo package. He was talking about his father and how his father passed and how his father was supporting his dream of being a fighter. So you can't be mad at the kid. You just got to be happy for him. So at the end of the day, good on Anthony Hernandez for getting this done. But yeah, let's talk about that main card, y'all. And we start off the main card with my boy Maki Pitolo. Everyone's bashing Maki. I seen some people cut him, and he probably might get cut. Here's what I see. Maki has been super, super nice to me. I've actually talked to him on Instagram through the DMs. He's been really, really nice. He's just a super chill dude, and it's not like I talked and I don't know Maki, but I've just said go get it done, go get that W, and he's always responded, and he's always just like, let's fucking go, and he's a good guy. Maki, I know he's 30 years old, so he's not really young, but this is just fight IQ. He's not trash. I've seen a lot of people say he's the worst fighter in the UFC. Like, come on, man, leave the kid alone. He makes mistakes. Making mistakes, and obviously when you make mistakes, it can really hurt your career. But he makes mistakes, in the grappling. If he gets cut, that's a blessing in disguise. I want to see him in the pro circuit. I want to see him fighting different levels of competition. And obviously he should have beat Julian Marquez. That should have been a win for him. But he didn't do it. He didn't do it. You can't stop him from not doing it. But at the end of the day, if he goes to the pro circuit, just fix this. 3 years. He's 30 years old, man. Like, in my humble opinion, when you turn... Here's what I feel like. I know some people say you're 35, you're out of your prime. I feel like 37, that's when you're really that's when you should retire. 37 is over. It's over, 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 over. That's when you should retire, in my humble opinion, right? But some guys win championships at 37, like Jan Blachowicz, right? But Maki, let's talk about Maki. I feel like Maki, he's still in his prime, and still a lot of things to learn, man. And there's certain things he just has to drill and work. And yeah, and DC said he cheated himself on those takedowns. He had his head out there, and he was so close to beating Julian. Julian looked. Sorry for the technical difficulties, man. This computer, bro. Hey, 2021 goals, get a new one. But if these cuts kind of mess y'all up, it's not. I'm not doing this on purpose. It's just the computer be acting up. But at the end of the day, yeah, Julian, he did not look good in there. It is what it is. But he was rusty, so he has an excuse. The guy has beaten, decent level competition. Phil Hawes, Darren Stewart. So, it is what it is at the end of the day. Maki's a good kid, man. I want the best for Maki. If you put money on it, I get it. You're probably pretty pissed off. I put money on Maki. This one, I just couldn't do it, but I put money on Maki before, and he's broken my heart. But at the end of the day, I always want to see this kid win. That's kind of just me being super biased. But at the end of the day, I saw better things than bad things, from Maki's performance. He didn't look bad. He just looked stupid in there. So, good comeback win from Julian Marquez. That takes a lot of heart. I don't want to take nothing away from Julian to do that, to even attempt that, and to display that kind of, mental fortitude to just keep trying. So, good on him. Next fight, fucking Ricky Simone, man. Oh, my God. Smoked that dude, man. Brian Kelly. That was not... Simone is a ranked bantamweight. Like, let's be honest, man. This kid, I know he's fighting a different level of competition from Rob Font and Uriah Faber, right? Rob is in the top 3. Uriah Faber's coming off a loss to the current champion. No shame in that. But he just dusted him up, man. Oh my God, the takedowns, everything. The kid's good. The kid is so good, man. Oh my God. I've never been more impressed with him than lately, bro. He is just looking like a monster. He's a stud, and we gotta take that Faber loss as something to to deter him and look past him or whatever. But that was amazing. That was truly, truly, truly amazing. From Ricky, man, just a wrestling, fucking, he put it on. I've never seen Brian beat up that bad. Besides like the Lineker knockout, he got whooped on, man. And Brian Keller's a good fighter, man. He killed a Hunter Azor, but it's just levels to this game. And then we go KG, man, versus Ian Heinisch. So happy for him. He got the W. I know so many people have labeled this, oh, he's lost a step. The wars with Adesanya has destroyed him. No, he's just a dummy. He's super, super talented, but he makes mistakes, y'all. Why do you take Jack Hermanson down? Why? All right, Darren Till, that was a close fight. But I truly believe, and hey, you don't have to trust me. You don't have to say it, but he underestimated Darren Till. He said this is a tune-up fight on the countdown. And I know he's like, I didn't underestimate him. This and that. He did. And I think he kind of got surprised by the distance management and, the angle switches and just how good Till's takedown defense was in that fight. But Kelvin looked like a monster in there. He looked well-rounded, and he just didn't. And, the best thing about him is he didn't look like just like a boxer. Obviously, when he fights Jack Hermanson, don't fucking take the guy down, dummy. Like, come on, man. That's all it is. He's just being a dummy. That's all it is. He's a great... He has championship written all over him, right? He can do it at 170. I don't know about 185. But at 170, he can fucking do it. All right? Now, it's time for him, and I've been asking for this my whole fucking life, to cut the fucking weight, man. Imagine if Kelvin fought Kumar Usman. Come on now, man. But it is what it is. KG looked amazing. Ian Heinisch, I think Ian was expecting one explosion, and was waiting for one moment to win the fight, with the knees and the takedown. And he just was waiting, and he didn't get it. Either you have to catch him, and he tried to play that game, or you have to break Kelvin, and he couldn't break Kelvin. But it is what it is. And my girl Alexa, what did I tell you about these Mexicans, man? Alexa Grasso. You know how many people I seen? Oh, Macy Barber, she's gonna do an Ortega and come back and and she's gonna show her new game of fucking jabbing at the air. Is that what? I'm not gonna laugh at Macy. She's a cute girl. I don't think she's ugly. Alexa Grasso is also a fucking fine girl herself. I don't want to get in trouble with my girl, but for saying this. But luckily, she doesn't watch my videos. So, at the end of the day, Alexa was just better than her. Just a better boxer. Overall, a better MMA fighter. She looked better in the ground. She just, that's what happens when you're dealing with someone that works really, really hard. I'm not saying Macy doesn't, but she's been in the game and she's a strawweight. There is a new rule: strawweights are better than flyweights, and damn near, I think Jessica Andrade was a ranked bantamweight at one point. I don't know if that's true. I might be wrong. I might be blowing a smoke. But I feel like I remember she did compete at bantamweight. So these girls are just better. That's what I'm thinking. Cynthia Calvillo, fucking Jessica Andrade, and now Alexa Grasso is just making a run at this, at this division. I think Macy still beats girls at flyweight. If she runs it back with Roxanne, she might beat her. She could do it. I wouldn't be surprised. But at the end of the day, Alexa Grasso came in there to win, and Macy Barber, came in there to survive. But she did try in the third round. I give her that. She got hard. But then the main fucking event, man. Come on, y'all. Man. I don't even like this dude, Usman. All right? But the amount of people that believed in Gilbert I'm a Dan Hooker fan. So, yeah. But in the amount of disrespect I seen for Dan Hooker's name, right? And people were saying that, oh, this and that about Gilbert Burns. That is just a product of, Dan Hooker and the weight cut and this and that. Now you see Dan Hooker's trash. He got knocked out by Michael Chandler. I want you to see something about Gilbert Dorino Burns, right? I actually want to look this up. It's taking forever. So I'll just talk about it. There's something I noticed. Dorino, besides Usman, right, has either had a very, very similar reach advantage to somebody, or to all his opponents that he's really beaten, or there was just a really small disparity in the reach. It wasn't really that big of a difference. The only guys that had really big reach advantages over him were Dan Hooker. I think Dan was by 4 or 5, and Kumar Usman, I think, which was by 6, right? And you guys, I said it in the breakdown. I told you guys should have watched the breakdown video. The jab will dictate this fight. I did not think it would lead to a KO. I really was surprised by that. Maybe that's Trevor Whitman. You never know. But Gilbert Burns, like everyone kept saying, oh, the weight cut with Dan Hooker. I remember Dan even landed a jab on him and dropped him, And everyone was like, oh, it's the weight cut. No, he landed. And you can say whatever you want. Durability, this and that, right? And I do believe weight cuts do take some of your durability away. But if shots are landing on your fucking chin, am I crazy? No. Like, what is wrong with you people? And that's what it comes down to. Shots were landing, and that's it, y'all. You gotta let that one go. Y'all gotta let that fucking go, right? Dan Hooker is just better than Gilbert Burns. I'm just saying it. And Usman just proved it. This guy, he looked amazing against Tyron Woodley. He looked amazing against Damian Maia. Those are his best wins. Gunnar Nelson was competitive, Alexei Kunchenko, it was a good fight, right? He dropped him in the third round. Mike Davis had so much success with the overhand right, even though he did get submitted. There are moments in fights, you got to just pay attention to them. People got to do better film studies, man. Like, and I'm not going off on nobody, but, and it's not a bad pick to pick Doreen. I'm not saying that. But to discredit Dan Hooker like that and just say, oh, it's not a skill thing, it's a weight cut thing, it's no, I don't want to hear it. Usman, it is what it is. He will lose to Colby Covington in the rematch. I don't give a fuck, but it is what it is. Here's what I gotta say. Usman's mentality is on a different level, and what he had to go through, and for anybody to think that this wasn't, I don't care what Henry Hoop says, what Jared Gordon says, oh, this was cool. This wasn't cool. You see, he did not shake his fucking hand. This was like, you're trying to take my fucking spot. Fuck you. Like, there's levels. There's levels to this game. There's levels. I'm telling y'all, bro. Colby Covington, Leon Edwards would beat his ass. I'm tired of this. He might beat Jorge. I don't even know about that one though. But at the end of the day, he Usman just, he separated himself from the pack. And those guys at Stanford MMA, they messed up. And the sad thing, that they were rooting for Gilbert. And how many years Usman's been? That's what, that's the thing. This kind of makes you root for Usman when you're seeing stuff like that happen, right? And just all the things, just like I'm seeing this, and I'm not a fan of this guy, right? He beat the shit out of my boy Colby, all right? I did not enjoy that. But when you see these things happen, and when you see his, the mental fortitude really challenged in all the situations, the team leaving you. I don't care what nobody says. Nobody leaves the champ unless they think the jiu-jitsu guy is going to win. Nobody does. I don't give a fuck. All right? Like, you guys are tripping. Okay? Nobody does that. Usman just let people fucking know. And there was heat. Go look at the anatomy of the fighter. Go look. What he said. He said, I thought those guys were my dogs. I thought they had my back. And they're telling guys in the gym they can beat me. Like, come on, bro. I got so much respect because you see it over. Robbie Lawler fell victim to it with T. Wood. You see it so many times where they try to get the new guy and they try to take him. That's why I was so happy for Cerrone when he beat Mike Perry. You saw Rashad Evans kind of fall victim to it, right? I'm not the biggest fan of TJ Dillashaw, but when he fought Cody that first time, you had to feel happy for the guy when he beat him and the whole gym was against him, right? At the time, this is all before the steroid allegations, everything. You had to feel happy for you. He felt like TJ overcame something. Usman overcame this. I have a lot of respect for him. But Burns is no Colby Covington. We saw it here today. I'm sorry. It is. I just wanted to say that, and I told a lot of Colby fans. I told him, if you don't want Marty to win, you don't see the bigger picture here. This is how you set up a fucking rematch. Colby got to take care of some business with Leon, and that's hard. And I love Leon too, man. I don't want to disrespect Leon and say he has no. Leon can go out there and fucking fuck Colby up and maybe get the fight with Usman. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Usman, hey man, and it's not. I didn't. This is not a great pick. This is just that's the favorite. He should have won. But at the end of the day, I mean, Usman, that was a phenomenal. One of his. I think it is one of his best performances, bro. The Colby performance was good for him because it's just the rivalry, right? But this one was just, my God, he got it done, bro. He got it done, man. He got it fucking done. So good on him. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is it for me. There's not a lot for Usman, man. There's not a lot, but that guy is a problem, man. His jab and everything. I'm telling people, man. And just Colby took that kind of punishment, but but he was able to overcome. Now he's with MMA Masters. He doesn't have no drama, American Top Team. That rematch is just gonna be as fucking fun as the first one. I promise y'all that. But it is what it is. I'm gonna stop talking crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow me on my Twitter, my Instagram, or links in the description. If you're new, subscribe, like, comment, dislike if you want. Share the video so we can get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. Love y'all. Goodbye.